morning, everybody. So today is an exciting day. We are starting a new project. It's going to be a fun one. The big picture is we're going to take out 3 windows and blow them up, make them, significantly bigger. Then we've got a 4th window that we're just going to remove completely. So this customer of ours has a great backyard. She lives on the back side of a pretty open park, so she gets a lot of wildlife coming through. She's got a beautiful view, and at this point she's not able to really enjoy it from inside the room. So she just wants to be able to see out, enjoy the deer and other things that's coming through. So we're gonna make that happen for her. I'm on my way to Home Depot right now to pick up some lumber. Windows are getting delivered a little bit later today, fingers crossed. But we're gonna blow open some holes in this room and see what we can do for it. Okay, so we just got to the job. I just want to give you a quick preview of what's going on. So we got these 3 windows that we're ripping out, and we're gonna put some 6 foot wide by roughly 4 foot tall windows in their place. We're working on covering everything up right now. This is one of the most important parts of any project, is taking care of the home that we're working in. So I got some flooring protection I'm gonna throw down, and then we're gonna start making some dust.
A lesson I learned early in my career is that you can never be too careful when it comes to prepping the job site before construction begins. These clients of ours have trusted us with their most valuable asset, their home. This is where their memories are made with family, where they go to feel safe and loved, and we need to treat it as such. So you may have noticed that there were already holes in the walls before any of our prep was done. They just had some minor work done before we got started, so that's why.
So we got all the drywall cut out. We got all of the dirty, rat poop infested insulation out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping to cut the opening to the right size. So it'll be 2 feet lower than what it is now. But I wanted to show how this is framed. It's pretty interesting.
I wasn't expecting to see this when I was opening up the wall, but this room was actually built like a posted beam structure. So this framing member here is 3 inches thick and 6 inches wide, and there are 4 of them in the parts of the room that we're working on, and they're carrying this big 3-inch by 8-inch beam, which is holding up the roof. So as we were making heads and tails out of this framing situation, getting ready to remove the old windows, the new ones showed up. So we took a break from that, got these ones staged, and then we got back to work. Removing the old windows was pretty easy, as all I needed to do was just run my Sawzall around the 4 sides to cut out any nails holding it in place. But the trickiest part I found to be was just getting it out of there, because it was such a snug fit. But these windows were no match for my giant muscles. So after a little bit of tugging, I finally got these bad boys out. And now that these windows were out, it was time to start cutting up the pre-existing framing. So what I did was I set up my laser level to ensure that all of my windows were going to sit at the exact same height. And believe it or not, there was almost a height difference of 3/4 of an inch from the left side of that first window all the way to the right side of the 3rd window. So that was a little tricky, but once I got my heights established, I made my first cut with the circular saw, and then I went and finished it up with the Multi-Master so that I could get my new framing in place.
Day 1 is wrapping up on this window biggering job. So we got the first window out. We got a little bit of framing to do inside. We got all the vinyl siding off on this wall and around the corner, and everything is prepped and ready to go for some new framing on the inside. I'm working on cleaning up now, so we'll be back in the morning to make it happen. Check out this view. Okay, good morning everybody. It is day 2 on this window replacement job. So we are working on getting the window openings framed to the proper sizes, and then we could just slap those pigs in. So stay tuned.
It's the start of a brand new day, but I'm picking up where I left off the day before. I was a little nervous making these cuts in particular because of how close the wire is to where I was cutting, but I just took my time to make sure that there were no issues, and you'll be happy to know that no wires were hurt in the making of this video. So once all 3 window openings were completely framed, we were able to take our flashing tape on the windowsill and stick those big windows in. Now, before installing any window, I always like to do a dry test to ensure that everything fits properly and to catch any potential mistakes that were made when framing the opening. So I just went in really quick to check and everything looked good. So seeing that the window fit nicely, I applied a healthy bead of Lexel sealant to the windowsill and a healthy bead of Big Stretch to the backside of the nailing flange. These are just 2 things you can do to help prevent any water or air getting in. Alright, so this is the end of day 2, and so far we've ripped apart this room. It looks like a bomb went off in there, and we just got these 3 beautiful big Anderson windows in here to give my client a beautiful view out to their backyard. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish screwing these off, getting them nice and secured, then I'll clean up. It's Friday, so have a great weekend, and I'm grateful for you guys watching.